Hello friends, welcome to Premier UPSC Ias. This is series of few lectures which we are going to cover, which are very high yielding topics for both prelims and mains examination. We are going to cover each topic in a single video. It will be a very short video. The topic is geoengineering. Geoengineering or climate engineering. Sometimes even definition could be asked in prelims examination. It basically aims at modifying and cooling the Earth's environment. So science is going to modify the environment. That modification done by the human being is called as engineering. So it is done on climate or on Earth. Hence the name geoengineering or climate engineering to defeat the environmental damage and ensuring the climate changes to make the planet more habitable. So especially because there is a lot of environmental damage going on, in order to defeat that one, this geoengineering is being done. It is usually made possible by removing carbon dioxide from the air or limiting the amount of sunlight reaching the Earth's surface. So that there are two possible ways of doing geoengineering. One way is by removing carbon dioxide. The other is limiting the amount of sunlight reaching the Earth's surface. Geoengineering at this point of time is still only a theoretical concept, but there are few countries and few group of scientists, they are having some practical implementations also, but it has not been ratified universally. Various methods of geoengineering. Sometimes this method could also come as question, either meaning or just different methods in the list, and the question would be, which among the following is not the method of geoengineering or the method of geoengineering could be a question. Greenhouse gas removal is the first method. Okay, then it is biochar making. Then second method is solar radiation management or sunlight reflection methods. Third is stratospheric aerosol injection. Fourth is cirrus cloud manipulation. Fifth is marine cloud brightening. And sixth is space sunshade. So let's see individually. What is greenhouse gas removal? Obviously, the term itself says how we are going to remove the greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. Carbon capture and storage, CCS. Through this process, some of the carbon being emitted by coal-fired power stations is recaptured by physically sucking it and transporting it elsewhere. So the term itself defines almost everything about this procedure. Second is carbon capture utilization storage, CCUS. It is a process that captures carbon emitted from sources like coal-fired power plants and either store or reuses it. So it will not enter the atmosphere. Okay, that is CCUS. In CCS, emitted carbon is forced into underground rocks at great cost and no economic benefit, while in CCUS aims at using carbon dioxide emissions by exploiting this resource itself and creating new markets around it. So that is all about CCS and CCUS. Biochar making, partly burned materials such as logging, slash or crop waste are used to make a carbon-rich, slow to decompose substance known as biochar. So what is biochar? That could itself be a question. So what is biochar? It is partly burned material. Which material? Materials from logging slash or from the crop waste that are being made as a carbon-rich, slow to decompose substance. Then it can be buried or spread on the farmland. Biochar has been used for centuries to enrich the soil for farming, but of late has been drawing increased attention for its ability to sequester the carbon. That is, capturing the carbon is also done as a function. So biochar is also used to increase the fertility of the soil. The second method is solar radiation management or sunlight reflection methods. This method aims to reduce the amount of heat trapped by greenhouse gases by reflecting the sunlight back into the space. It is done either by deploying a layer of reflective particles in the atmosphere or by increasing the reflectivity of the Earth's surface. The term itself says most about its function. Okay, stratospheric aerosol injection, that is SAI. It involves spraying fine light-colored particles into the stratosphere that is designed to reflect back part of the solar radiation before it reaches and warms the Earth. So any solar radiation before it reaches the Earth, before that only few of the particles are being sprayed in the stratosphere that will reflect the solar radiation. That is called as stratospheric aerosol injection. Sulfur dioxide gas is used for the process. This is very important. Direct question come directly could come from here. Fourth one is cirrus cloud manipulation. In this process, the cirrus clouds are removed or thinned so that their long wave trapping capacity is reduced and thus cools the surface. Direct understanding from the term itself. Marine cloud brightening. The low warm clouds that are highly reflective to sunlight are modified to increase their reflectivity. So there is completely the clouds are being manipulated here. Okay, space sunshade. The term sometimes could be not easy to understand, hence it could be expected as a question. To obstruct sun rays with the help of space-based mirrors. So there some mirrors could be placed in the space that will reflect and obstruct the sun rays. Growing high albedo crops or using pale colored roofing material to increase the albedo. That could also be a part of space sunshade. So these all are the methods of geoengineering or climate engineering.